Like others in southern Nigeria, residents of Taraba State in northeast Nigeria started the day trickling out to the streets of Jalingo, the state capital, to join the demand for good governance. They were chanting solidarity songs, guarded by security agencies.
Terrorists want to use the opportunity to cause mayhem by planting IEDs and detonating such and all that. So there is need for us to.
Clear in the protesters' chants is the call for the federal government to tackle hunger and reverse the removal of fuel subsidy.
The subsidy has made a hardship has made the life of the citizen artificially very hard.
The scenes were somewhat the same in Adamawa State, howbeit dramatic. While a group on the streets was demanding the end of the present administration, another group had converged on Ribadu Square, singing the praises of the president. The resounding cry for good governance echoed among the protesters in Katsina State under the aegis of struggle for good governance.
It is disheartening that Nigeria that is blessed with different mineral resources, but today the citizens of Nigeria are dying for hunger, starvation, and insecurity.
The demonstrators were on the streets of Kaduna too, beginning from Kawu in Kaduna North local government area, carrying placards with different inscriptions. The protesters marched peacefully, but later turned violent and throwing stones while attempting to gain entrance into the government house. They were dispersed by security operatives after attempts to block major roads within the state capital. One police officer was hit as the protesters resisted efforts to disperse them. The protest erupted in Gombe State despite assurances from several groups and efforts of the government to partake in the nationwide exercise. The situation, however, took a turn for the south when the peaceful protest turned violent. The mob made its way to Gombe Government House, brandishing placards with various inscriptions of their demands, chanting "We demand justice" in the local language. Security operatives formed a fortress at the main gate of the government house, but soon the situation escalated. The situation in Yobe State took a turn for the south when peaceful protests turned violent. Several buses were destroyed and some government facilities were not spared by the Irish protesters. Sokoto recorded a general peaceful protest with the evidence of the presence of security personnel. In contrast to the protest that rocked other parts of the country, Kebbi State remained calm and peaceful. Some say this is a result of a unanimous decision by major youth groups in the state not to participate in the protest. Meanwhile, the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGON, is calling for calm.
We are very much aware and understand the frustrations and grievances that have led to the call for protest, but I believe that dialogue and collaboration can yield more positive outcomes.
Major protests were recorded in other parts of northern Nigeria. While some were demanding an end to bad governance, others protested in favor of the government.